This is Anton Janowski from Giga Technology. I thought I'll make a quick video explaining how to install SDRsharp software to get your RTL dongles working. So the best thing to do is to download the SDRsharp software from the website, and then unzip the zip file into a directory, which is basically what I'm displaying here. And inside that directory you will find there's actually a bat file, a little bat file, this one here. So what you need to do is you need to run this bat file with internet connectivity, because what it will do in the background, it will actually install a ZDX driver. So if you run it, you'll see it now. It actually does something in the background that connects to the internet, and you'll see that it's downloading the ZDX driver. So what it does, it actually detects if you've got a 32-bit or a 64-bit machine, and then it downloads it. Now you'll see in this directory what it's done. It's actually there will be a ZDX application, and here it is at the bottom. So the next step what we need to do is we need to run this ZDX application and then accept the Windows. This is done on Windows 10. Accept the Windows, and then we have to select this option here that says list all devices, and then we have to select our device. Now it differs depending on what Windows you're using. In a lot of cases it will be bulk interface 0, but in my case it actually says the RTL-2832. Now I've seen different things happening on different versions of Windows. So it looks like the first versions of Windows 10 actually use the bulk interface, the later versions of Windows 10 using this RTL-28. So it looks like they've actually written a driver for it. So you'll select this, and even if you use Windows 7 you will follow the same principles, but you probably will only see bulk interface 0. Then you'll say install the driver. It will go and do its thing. The driver was successfully installed. So the best thing to do now is to reboot your Windows, and then after you've rebooted your Windows, then connect your RTL dongle. This one does VHF, UHF and HF, and I'll show you how to switch between HF, VHF and UHF. So once you've done that, rebooted, we've just rebooted, we will go to SDRexe, this one here, and we will run this application. So this is the actual SDR software that will start up. What you need to do now is to make sure you've got this one selected, USB, not the TCP/IP one, RTL USB. And we also need to make sure that we've selected the device. Now this device should be there. If you haven't plugged in your USB dongle, then you will not see this device. So it's quite important before you reboot, you plug in your device, so auto detects it. This is the speed of sampling from the RTL dongle, and it's important. If you've got a very slow computer, maybe bring this down to maybe 1024. Otherwise it will not handle the speed. Then another thing is, if you want to switch your HF dongle to HF mode, you have to switch this to this Q mode. If you want to select it to VHF and UHF mode, you select quadrature sampling. So for now I'm just going to do this so we can actually just test it. So I'll say OK, and I'll say play, and there you go. I'm just going to bring the sound level down, and that's basically to get you going. So I'm going to stop it again. So if you want to switch it to HF mode, it's quite important you go back here, you select the Q mode for this specific dongle I've just shown you. And another thing you need to remember is you have to enable this RTL AGC, otherwise you will think your device is deaf and you won't receive anything. Now you'll see there's a difference if you've got this in HF mode like it's now, or if you select it to VHF, UHF mode, you'll see there's actually different settings. So make sure you switch this on, otherwise you will not receive any signals, connect your antennas and then start playing. I'll create another video how to use some of these features. I hope this helps you to install SDRsharp for your RTL dongles. Thank you.